Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Omnicid and today we are double corrupting 15 Crystallised Omniscience Amulets. Now I'd like to thank Nexii for providing these. All in all, it was just about 25x, maybe just a bit shy to get all this together. Now what are we trying to hit? Same thing as last time when we regular corrupted these. We're really just trying to hit high roll attribute stats. So dex int, dex strength, strength int, whatever. So that's what we're really trying to hit. We'll see what we do hit. I don't want to talk too much and then hit nothing and then we'll have to move on. So let's just jump right in and see how it goes. Anyway, let's let the double corrupting begin now. Before we keep going with the video, if you really like the channel and want to show your support, a subscription is always appreciated. Additionally, we just made a Discord, so if you want to keep up with the channel and just hang out and talk, that's also a place to be. Link is in the About section of my channel. Anyway, let's keep going with the video. Alrighty everyone, we are back. Now, this was a roller coaster ride, and we'll walk through the results here, but this was the most all over the place double corruption video I think I've ever done. Looking at the results from a high level, we'll zoom in a second here. So we have 7 total amulets that remain. We poofed 8 amulets, which is insane. I don't think I've ever poofed that many or seen anyone else poof that many in a video before. I mean, this is like astonishingly bad rate. Like, wow. Usually, most of the time, it's more nothings than anything, but we literally poofed 8 times. We have 7 remain. Crazy. So let's walk through the results here. We have 3 that hit nothing. These will sell back for about 40 chaos, give or take. Then we have a rare. Obviously, that's worth nothing. We have this one, which is kind of interesting. Max res by itself is a couple X. Lightning damage leech is nothing too crazy, about 30-40 C, really just standard. There are 2 up that have both of these, and they're both 10X. I don't know whether this will actually sell for 10X. Seems probably a little bit high to me. Not to say it's impossible, but it does seem a bit high. I think this will sell for at least a few X, though, minimum. So, not a bad hit by any means. Looking at this one here, it's a bit of a similar situation here. Chance to block is 50 C by itself. Cold damage leech is about an X by itself. Probably a couple X here. Then we get to the juicy amulet. The one that I'm sure you saw, paused on, and said, this is absolutely wild. Now, this is a movement speed attribute amulet. Now, attribute by itself, regardless of the omniscience roll, regardless of the attribute roll, is a minimum of 16x. So that alone almost gets us, that gets us over halfway of the entire value of the double corrupt. When you, let's see if I hopefully don't get kicked out here. If you turn this to 23 plus, which I think is fair, let's turn these on. Then we're in the 25x range north of that, right? So we have a pretty good roll on the attribute. It's not perfect. You don't really need it to be perfect. Again, I think Nexii's going to use this anyway. It really does. It's okay. It's okay. So please no flame in the comment. It's not 25. But so just looking at the base roll for Dex Int, it's just a minimum of 25x. Now, I didn't check, other combinations of stats, but I'm assuming it doesn't really matter, right? Because it just gets converted anyway. So I'm assuming that the market is kind of equalized for that. But 25x. Now, when you add in movement speed, there are none that have this combination. So when I just pull out int, there's 1. And so that basically says, hey, we have stats and movement speed. So just dex and movement speed. Now, I didn't check for strength. So let's do a strength check after this. This one has strength, and it's max rolled on everything. It's 24% as well, selling for a mirror listed a day ago. Now, let's try this with strength. I did not check this, actually. Where are my percent strength? So let's do that. And let's get rid of this roll here. Let's just see what we're working with. See if there's anything. It could just be the only one as well. Yeah, it's just the one. Let's turn it to offline. See if there's any there. So we have 2. This one is clearly something going on here. So it's not 0x. You probably meant to list it for more than that, I would assume. But anyway, point is, this is a minimum, absolute bare minimum. And I would be surprised, not be surprised if it sold for a lot more, right? Is like 30 plus X, no problem. This one, it could be worth up to that mirror price. I mean, that guy's is better rolled on the implicit, so and that matters. It's 10% movement speed, and it's also when you get the catalyst up, because it was attribute catalyzed, so we didn't get that benefit, which is a bit of a shame, but it's still a ridiculously good amulet. There's no way around it. This is super strong. I would not be surprised if this were to sell for, you know, 70, 100x, something like that. It's very strong. Anyway, this was a crazy video. You know, I don't think Nexii is going to sell this. I'm just kind of hypothesizing prices. Really hard to tell. But this was crazy. This is a crazy one. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one.